Matt, get over here.
Yeah.
We're the big talkers.
Not me. These two right
He's playing John Paul Jones. Wants to stay out of the scene.
Okay, well, you guys were by far one of the better bands we had on here. Where did you guys get started? And we just had you guys answer a question about the name, but you might want to repeat it to anybody else who's watching and heard of your first name. So if you guys wanted to explain that.
Well, you might want to ask Matt, the drummer here, about the roots.
Okay.
It goes back.
Yeah, how about the roots of the band here? You guys go way back?
Yeah, we go way back. I started jamming with Nick here when I was in 5th grade. And then Greg came into the scene when we were about 11th grade. And we just kept jamming around. And this guy here was overseas. And then we all started getting together and started playing seriously. And a former member of the band knew Pete real well, and he said, yeah, Pete's coming back into town, and we had all heard Pete before, and he's probably one of the best singers we ever heard come out of our area and everything.
Previous to that, I sang overseas on EMI Records in Maggot Tongue and Liquid Artichoke.
Oh, yeah. Two bands that everybody's heard of.
Yeah.
Yes,
Liquid
yes.
Artichoke, folks.
So Pete's definitely the celebrity out of all of us, but so Pete came down, we were jamming one day, and he liked it, and we've been together ever since. Last summer, we cut the album Adagio, and that was our summer project. We didn't have a name of the band at that point in time, but I thought it'd be appropriate that we call it Adagio because of the tempo of the songs.
As a crutch.
Yeah.
Basically.
So then Pete had come up with a name while he was overseas. Someday he always wanted a band to be called Ambrose Bierce. None of us could think of a cooler name, so we decided to change. Actually, just start Ambrose Bierce. We never really had a name for us, so we all decided to be Ambrose Bierce, and this is the way it's going to stay.
For all you future recipients of New York State Regents diplomas, Ambrose Bierce was a 19th century ghostwriter. He was Edgar Allan Poe's contemporary, and he wrote such short stories as Incident at Owl Creek, and he wrote the Devil's Dictionary, which I'm sure you'll get into if you go into college and everything like that. But he was an obscure writer, and we just thought it was kind of a dark name, but kind of folky and kind of bluesy, which is kind of what our genre of music is. So.
Okay.
So, you guys say that you guys are kind of folky and bluesy. What kind of, like, who inspired you guys? Like, you guys get like your music style from?
Gary
Kenny?
Puckett.
Gary Puckett.
Gary
Never
Puckett.
heard of him.
It goes from
Never heard of Gary Puckett.
your mom and dad. Your mom and dad are heard of Gary.
We all have our own influences. I grew up with classical music through high school, and then I got into rock drumming, of course, and then jazz, and then I got into opera. I sang with the opera for a while. Then they wanted me to wear tights, and I said no. So then I decided to join Ambrose.
Anti-tights. No Peter Pan.
And my influences were a little unorthodox. I grew up with the 70s rockers and 60s rockers. Robert Plant, Iron Butterfly, Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant, favorite singer. David Coverdale, Ian Gillan from Purple, and all that sort of stuff. I got in later, Ronnie James Dio. I thought he had a real good voice for metal and everything like that. But my all-time favorite all-around singer is Tom Jones, if anybody's ever heard of Tom Jones. Your parents, again, have heard of Tom Jones and everything. Marvelous singer.
Just can't think of anything he's saying.
He's on the rebound. You'll hear something in the future, but he's definitely...
The Tom Jones company.
Yeah, it is. And I'll pass this over to Nick.
Okay, I was influenced.
By me?
Greg here taught me how to play when I first started, and basically my writing influence, I think, a little bit of Beethoven, definitely a little bit of Metallica. I try to throw that in there sometimes, and that's how I. Oh yes, definitely Queensryche. That's very important. Who's yours?
Well, my influences are... I don't really have any influences now, but me and Nick just trade off and see what we come up with. Best thing right now for us is to stay away and just be ourselves, really. Do what we want to do.
So you two guys actually write the songs?
Pretty much the music, yeah.
We all have our influence.
Yeah. Matt's kind of the arranger.
Arranger.
Yeah, pieces it together.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a lyricist. take it a lot from I'm a philosophy major at Alfred University.
You still in
Down
college?
here.
You guys?
Yeah. Major from philosophy. I take a lot of things from philosophy, existentialism, stuff like that. I gotta. Oh, come on. This guy pulls it off.
This is our new bass player, Anthony.
This is an interesting.
He's a little goofy, but he's all right. Take the. Who's your influence, Anthony?
Hometown boy.
Yeah, a lot of death metal and thrash I listen to. That's about all I listen to. No, I'm basically 70s like Pete, a lot of 70s. I just joined the band pretty much beginning of the summer, and I'm going to be gone in a couple weeks, and so that's it for me.
So any bass players?
But they've been a lot of fun to play with. Got a lot of talent here, a lot of potential. Yeah, if you play bass.
Yeah, let me. Well, public service announcement here. If you are a bass player and you're serious and you're dedicated, we don't want any posers in the band and anybody's gonna drag us down. So you can contact us or me or anybody in the band. Area code 607-324-6101, and ask for Matt. Just ask for Ambrose Bierce. And if you're serious, yeah, definitely. I need some money.
You don't have to have
So,
long hair, and
you
all
know
we
what?
ask is you're anatomically correct.
You just be yourself. Don't. Yeah. You don't have to come up and try to impress us and try to show off all your licks. Basically, if you fit in with the chemistry and we get along and we like you, you're in. So any bass players out there who are interested, give us a call.
Very original mode too. Very original.
This is a good band, so if there's a bass player without a band, you might want to hook up with these guys.
Where's your next big gig here?
I don't know.
PJ's Pig Roast,
That's the,
August 21st. It's a weekend festival. There's going to be 12 bands there. Major recording artists.
Give it.
Next gig is. Can we have the flyer over here? I feel like Dick Clark.
This will be fun for a lot of you.
This is
guys
the flyer?
to go to it.
PJ's Pig Roast. The Outlaws will be playing live. I don't know if anybody ever heard of the Outlaws. They're international recording artists. But here's us, Ambrose Bierce. This is August 21st, 22nd, right outside of Wayland. It's $30 to the gate. It's 3 days long. All the beer and food you can suck down.
1,500 kegs.
That's a party.
150 kegs. He's a little. 1,500 kegs. Okay.
1,500 minus 10.
Also, if there's anyone out, I don't know, that's watching this broadcast that needs a band to play for some sort of social function,
Bar mitzvahs, go ahead.
the number was 324-6101, area code 607. We'd be glad to do it for the right price. Okay, thank you.